Hi guys, welcome to the latest episode of our Sunday Stock Market Watchlist series. As you guys know, I'll be diving into the economic calendar, highlighting the key earnings reports for the week, and sharing my top 5 stock picks to keep an eye on. I host these Sunday Stock Talk every single weekend, so do tune in and subscribe to the channel. Also, before we jump into the content, don't forget to join our community through the link provided in the comments section below. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so let's take a look at the earnings report for this week. There are literally no major earnings report that I am looking for this week. Now let's see the major economics calendar for this week. After the major news from Fed, we have another key event for this week as well. We have initial jobless claims on Thursday, and again, Fed Chair Jerome Powell speaks on Friday, which will impact the market. The stock market had a mixed performance this week. It started out quiet, but after the release of inflation data on Tuesday, the market responded well. The stocks started to be bullish. Alright, so let's start with the stock picks, and the first on our radar is Nvidia. We are closely monitoring the 975 level, which serves as resistance for Nvidia. If it breaks with momentum and holds above 975, we'll be watching 1000 calls with targets set at 980, 985 and finally 990. No plans to play to the downside on this one. The second on our list is Meta. We are watching the 524 level closely as it represents resistance. If Meta tests this level with momentum, we'll be eyeing 535 calls with targets at 530 and then 535. We are not currently considering downside potential, but if it breaks down, we'll watch the 476 support zone and consider 470 puts with targets at 470 and 465. Third on our watch list is Tesla. We are solely focusing on the downside potential here. Tesla has two support zones at 166 and 160. If 166 level is breached, we'll be watching 165 puts. If the downtrend continues to the 160 level, we'll also consider 160 puts. Third on our next, let's look at Netflix. We are watching the 634 level for potential upside momentum. If it breaks, we'll be considering 645 calls with targets at 636, 638 and then 640. Netflix appears strong to the upside, so we are not considering downside plays at the moment. Finally, the last stock we are keeping an eye on is Google. We are watching the 152 level to the upside. If it breaks with momentum, I'll be eyeing 155 calls with targets at 154, 156 and then 158. No plans for downside potential unless it reaches its support zone at 146. In that case, we'll be watching 145 puts with targets at 144, 143 and finally 142. Well, these are the 5 stocks that we are watching for this week. That's it guys for this week. Remember, always do your research, stay informed and trade responsibly. Thanks for joining us and be sure to check out our community link for more updates. Happy trading everyone.